Good afternoon. YouTube Dave here. I'm getting ready to head on to work. Sunny and hot outside. Pretty beautiful day. I'm gonna check the ice chest real quick. The ice probably melted already. Yeah, it melted. But the water's ice cold, so I'm gonna grab me a water. I'm running out of water. It's very hard to get water nowadays because with the current situation that we have right now with this coronavirus, makes it very hard to even get any type of water anywhere. Got a little bit of junk on the front seat, but it's understandable. Got the aircon on. So now it starts day three of mandatory curfew here in Travis County. Mandatory curfew means that by 10 p.m. nobody can be out on the road right now. Luckily, it's still 4 something right now in Central Time, Texas. So, another day of work, another dollar earned. In all seriousness here, there's it's quite saddening that the fact that my truck is reminding me to put my seatbelt on. Okay. And saddening that now we got the total patients is rising up for patients that have been caught with the COVID-19, the coronavirus. These are indications that there's changes on the earth that's going on. Says wash your hands periodically. I washed my hands before I got to the truck, but since I'm touching my steering wheel, matter of fact, I should clean my steering wheel. I'm the only one that drives it, but standing that the world events, what's going on here in the United States, because one usually thinks you're within your own safety of your own mind. You have no problems in your mind. You just worry about your bills and, paying your taxes, and that's it. Just basic stuff that one would remember. For the people who have a marriage life, worry about the kids growing up and dental appointments, baseball games, and so forth and so forth. Well, it's not the same. It's almost not the same with the single guy. So, as I was saying, things have gotten weird for all of us. I'm not going to say that nobody's exempt of what's going on, because the danger is all around us. Doesn't matter what city, what country you're at, that COVID-19, that coronavirus has spread all over the world. It's like, and this is to my opinion, because I believe in the scriptures of the Bible, under the stories of Moses, where God had sent crickets, locusts, frogs, all types of pestilence into Egypt. He's punishing the people of the earth, the Egyptians. A lot of people who don't believe in the Bible would say that it was luck. It was a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. If you read the story of the Bible, you would be able to read it completely, and then, if necessary, pray about it. You would know that those stories were true. You would run it under, you're acting under faith. Because you weren't there. You weren't there to see it. You didn't witness it. But deep down in your prayer, you know for a fact that it did come true. A lot of the events, all of the events that showed in the Bible did come true. But anyways, as we go on to day 3, we get ready for another day at work. Which right now, guys, I'm trying to get out of the speed limits, and I'm trying to avoid the traffic. The traffic on 35 is extremely terrible. You ever pass through Austin? Don't. You're talking about a good 2-3 hour wait of traffic. So I would seriously suggest that you avoid Interstate 35, because it's terrible. And then it's even terrible during rush hour. It's even worse terrible in rush hour. And my guys, they gotta fix that. They gotta fix the system, man. I mean, yeah, they made a few improvements, but it's not enough. I mean, it's either that, or we just have too many people living in Austin. I don't know. Luckily, when I came up here, I didn't want to live in Austin. I like Austin, but I wanted to live away from Austin. I'm in the country area. Lago Vista has a very beautiful lake. Just past the hill country area. Just where all the agriculture's at. You got peace of mind. You can go outside, and even though you can see the lights from Austin from pretty far away, you can still see the stars up in the sky. You can pretty much, you can get a hammock, put it in between 2 poles or trees, just relax and just look at the sky. Relax. Have peace of mind. Talking of peace of mind, I wouldn't mind getting a piece of I'm gonna grab me some dinner because once I leave towards the Lago Vista area, as soon as I leave Austin, I'm done. It's very hard to find fast food restaurants. Since I don't have a wife to cook at home, I usually eat out at restaurants. But I got a girlfriend, but she's not here right now. She's like a couple of thousand miles away. Her name is Edelyn. A very original name. Edelyn. She's a freaking hot. Hold on. Hello. Anyways, I was picking up dinner. I'm leaving the speed limit finally. It's kind of hard to get out of the city. I'm already headed on this farm to market road back towards the ranch. It won't be too long as ain't much traffic on this road. It's when you live in Austin, it's when you gotta get used to the traffic. Anyways, as I was saying, Woo! Damn, that hand sanitizer has alcohol in it. Gives you a little kick. I hope it is killing 99.9% of the germs. I'd be up Ship Creek for smelling this stuff. I'm not getting drunk with this alcohol scent, but it does smell good. It gives you a good kick, at least. But I'm gonna put my deal at 50 miles an hour because that's what this road is. All them other guys can pass me if they want, but the DPS is Texas State Police is very, very strict on these particular roads because they're so wide and people like to take advantage of them. You know, drag racing, you know, whatever the case would be. I still need another 9 more miles to get to the ranch. So I'm gonna pause it here. There's really nothing to talk about right now. I'm gonna get to the ranch and continue on with my day 3 of the mandatory curfew. And this is pertaining to all of Travis County. And more than likely, that's probably gonna be after I have my dinner, because I'm gonna let my dinner get cold. I'm gonna eat my dinner, and then hopefully the sun will still be out, and I'll be able to record something on it. And checking all the gates, make sure all the gates are secure. The gates are locked up. Checking the pumps. Everything seems to be okay. I'm gonna head on over to the other pump house. Hold on. There's a strange vehicle. No, it's probably one of the workers. It's like a little kid trying to learn how to drive, and she needs to get out here on the county roads so he's not stopped by the state police. And it's not hot. So anyways, I haven't eaten my dinner yet, so I just turned it on just for a bit. And I don't have my seatbelt on, as you know. But I'm on a county road, which basically farmland on this side, farmland on this side. Somebody can write me a ticket later for no seatbelt. But they can't verify anyway because it is actually not a county road. It is actually a private road. So, based on what I'm looking over here for, yeah, that's one of the workers. That's one of the employees, one of the farm employees. I'm gonna back it up right here, and I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. It might be cold, but it's still good. I backed up the wrong way. I gotta be careful because right here in this particular area, I gotta back up. There's a deep canal, which is probably no big deal. This trucks are four-wheel drive. I should be able to get out without any problems. But why risk the truck through all that stress when you can just good thing it's got a backup camera. It's so awesome because at least I can know when it's time to stop. And I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I think this is perfect right here. Well guys, I'm doing a selfie walk now. Today's camera will not be a GoPro Max like yesterday it was. Day 3 will be taken out of a DJI Osmo Action camera. It's kind of windy out here, but still it's okay. Should be okay, I hope. You should be able to pick up my voice fine. We walked the field here because, as I said, I just barely got dinner. I just ate dinner. Some chicken fajita and some beef fajitas. Be a long while here before we start seeing any watermelons. There's still some baby plants here. As you can see, it still needs a while. The shrubs on the sides are windbreakers. It's to make sure that it leaves the plant alone. Watermelons are a little bit more delicate in growing, and you don't want a lot of wind blowing directly at it. But anyways, I wanted to discuss a little bit of what I was saying about yesterday. We're in a world pandemic involved because of something that China caused. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but I got a feeling that something's just not right. And I try not to get involved in politics and stuff like that. It's really, why would China, now this is what the reports say on YouTube, why would China withhold information about a deadly disease that's contagious? why would China poison its own people and then have free reign to the airline, pretty much, because the airlines just they're doing their job. They're transporting people from point A to point B. These people would never show any symptoms of any virus or any type of sickness because it takes a couple of days for it to take effect. And that's pretty much what they call a silent killer. You don't know when it's gonna hit you. And this is pretty wrong. I see it wrong. I figured, why can't we just live in one? We have one Earth to live in. Why can't we just all get along fine? I mean, during the years past, we've always given China food and technology and done everything we can to have peace on Earth. There's something else going on, and I can't prove it, and I really don't like to talk about it, but there's something going on. As far as locally here is concerned, we do have a curfew in progress. It is from 10 p.m. to 5, I think it's 5:30 in the morning. It's either 5 or 5:30 in the morning. Nobody's to be caught outside on the roadway or public properties. Not even on private properties or public properties. Nobody's allowed out there with a few exemptions of law enforcement, CDC, Department of Homeland Security, most federal agencies that pretty much protect the public, and then the essentials. For example, this farmers, people from the highway department, people that need to get someplace and make sure that things are running right, so when the curfew is off, people can travel or do things normally without any risk of crashing or getting harmed or anything in any way. I can't heed more than enough to say that yes, we need to follow the examples of what the law enforcement agencies do here locally. I want to grab a bottle of water. Dry well. Yeah. Give me a Gatorade better. Tried opening a Gatorade with the camera on. Anyway, stay at home, people. Be safe. Be safe, because you'll know that you and your children and your wife and your relatives, as long as you stay home, you'll be able to live to see another day go by. Well, it's the first time I taste this one. Frost. I'm not advertising. Anyways, stay home, people. Stay home. It's very important to stay home. I wish I could stay home a few days. Wouldn't be bad. Stay home, get on the television, get on the Xbox and play some online games or whatever. Just relax at home. That's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of us can't do that. A lot of us have to be out here and making sure that these fields are fine. There ain't no infestation ruining our harvest. We are the small farmers of America that actually feed America. So we do what we can. But anyway, I want to look at something real quick. Yeah. We need to just hang in there, guys. That's all I can say. Hang in there. I'm gonna ask again. It's kind of funny. What was the deal between the coronavirus and the toilet paper? Can somebody put a comment below? Put a comment below. What's toilet paper got to do with the coronavirus? I would understand why the federal government wants us to stay home. It's obvious. They want us to go ahead and stay home because in case somebody is infected, he can stay home, and if his immune system is good and strong, he will survive and he'll kill that virus, and it ends right there. Whatever he had in his body will end there. But if he's out in the public, he's spreading that virus into a new host and a newer host and a newer host, and eventually we're gonna have thousands of people sick already. And believe me, it doesn't work well with the economy right now. I mean, I'm not saying that you're a number. You're a human being. You have a name. You have a last name. But because if you suspect that you are infected, it would be better for you to stay home and muscle out that sickness. Stay in there and say a prayer and tell God, please spare me. Let's end this virus that's inside me, and that way, when I go get checked out, if I'm fine, that part of the virus already ended in me, and I don't have to infect anyone else. I wouldn't have to infect my parents, my families, my kids, nobody. You go back to living a normal life again. Whatever you're doing out there, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, a mechanic, a driver, whatever you are out there, and go back to normal life again. Do what you wanted to do best, and enjoy life. Enjoy life to the fullest. Let's stop it here before you turn everybody into zombies, pretty much. I'm exaggerating with the zombie part, but you have the idea. That is why President Trump says that he wants to implement a nationwide stay-at-home program, and it's pretty much all the municipalities are catching on, and most of the counties are catching on, and that's what they're implementing, this stay-at-home deal. Dude, I filled up gasoline this morning. I'm sorry, filled up gasoline this afternoon before I came to work. I have not seen the gasoline at 149.9. Pretty much technically $1.50 a gallon. I had not seen that since I was a kid, when the gasoline used to be, I think, 59 cents, 60 cents. I mean, what is it with the gas being so cheap? Is it because of what's happening in the economy? People's losing their jobs a lot. I mean, let's face it, because they're shutting down businesses. A lot of these employees cannot afford to be paying you while you're staying at home. A lot of these government-funded businesses, like the sheriff's office, any county office, will probably send you home with pay. And but those are county offices. Same thing with the state or federal programs. They'll probably send you home with pay. But as far as private businesses, it makes it kind of hard. Makes it very hard. I've been lucky that I've been with this company here, with this farming business, and I've gotten sick, and I didn't have a deduction on my pay. And hold on, I got something in my eye, and the first thing that I'm doing is rubbing my eyes, my hands, and my hand's not even protected. But as soon as I end this video, I'm gonna get back in there and get some hand sanitizer, and clean myself up real quick. But anyways, this pretty much concludes day 3 of. We're gonna see how many days this curfew is gonna be going on, and I'm gonna try to upload all these videos up to YouTube. Now, for some reason or another, when I woke up this afternoon, there was no internet at the house. But then again, I called my neighbor and I called a couple of friends in the neighborhood. They said their whole system was down, so it wasn't me; it was the whole system. So I'm hoping that by the internet going down, is not affecting it nationwide, because then how the hell are we gonna upload our YouTube videos? Anyways, you people around the world, this day 3 for me. Actually, day 3 for everybody that started the curfew. At least here in Travis County. I need for you to be safe. Think of your family, think of your future, stay at home if necessary. If for some unforeseen emergency you need to rush yourself to the hospital or a family member, by all means, take off. Forget about the curfew. The officers will understand that you had to get to a hospital. It was an emergency. Other than that, y'all be safe out there, and people from around the world, and I know most of my friends in the Philippines are watching this. Y'all need to take care of yourself. Follow the local laws in the Philippines also. I know that most of you are in quarantine. A lot of barangays are all in lockdown. Adeline, you take care of yourself, and we'll be seeing you for tomorrow's episode of day 4.